Hey YouTube, Moose Cow here. It's been a while since I posted anything publicly on YouTube, and that changes today with a few announcements and updates for various things that are going on. So, the first is that Madman and I have been involved in a bunch of private games, and kind of because of that, we just haven't posted anything public in a long time. We haven't had any public YouTube war games. So that kind of explains my absence a little bit in terms of public, but yes, we've still been playing a lot of games, and part of that has to do with announcement number one, and that is that Madman and I are teaming up with Hammer Time to go to BBR St. Louis 3, BBL-STL 3, as the Three War Criminals. That is our team name, the Three War Criminals. It's going to be March 17th to 19th, 2023. We're excited to see everybody. Excited to see some familiar faces, make new friends, again, see the old friends. Excited to just be chucking dice for 3 days straight, and yeah, just it's been a great time in the past, so looking forward to another one of those. Madman and I are the gold winners of STL 1, of St. Louis 1, and Hammer Time is one of the bronze winners, I think, of bronze winners of St. Louis 1 as well. So it'll be fun for us to team up and see what damage we can do. So yeah, the three of us have been practicing together, playing against other people, and just kind of trying out some new strategies, and just just practicing with BB5, and yeah, that's pretty much about covers that. Looking forward to everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun, big time. Now, announcement number two. This is pretty big. Announcement number two. Madman and I are going to be hosting our own BBR tournament. We are going to be hosting BBR-CHI, BBR Chicago, June 23rd through 25th, 2023. That is going to be a Friday through Sunday. And it's going to be in Addison, Illinois, at the Hampton Inn and Suites, about 15 minutes from O'Hare, so just right outside of Chicago. It's going to be in a 14,000 square foot room, and it's going to have, the plan is for 8 tables with, I just heard this through, Madman just informed me of this, that Big John and his son are going to contribute 6 tables and maps, 5, or I think he said 5 maps. They're going to be bringing those. So that is awesome. That's huge. Even if you're not, that's kind of like, even if you're not on the same team together, you can't pull off a tournament without group cooperation, So it's just really cool that he's down to be helping us out with that, and teamwork makes the dream work, literally, especially with the tournament. We've been to St. Louis, we've been to Atlanta, and we figure now is a time let's try our own tournament. Let's try hosting our own tournament. So, Madman, admittedly, Madman's been doing a lot of the research, and I'm just supporting him and just either agreeing to things or just going contributing and helping him out as well to get the ball rolling on it. So again, all the registration is going to be through him. You can check out his channel and his video. I'll put a link to that in the this video description below, and you go there to learn more and how to register with Madman. Again, it'll be $90 a person, $90 a person. Yeah, just check out his channel and his video for more information on that. But yes, BBR Chicago is happening this year. So in 2 months, we're going to have St. Louis 3. We're going to have Chicago 1 in June. So a few months after that, and then a few months after that, eventually you'll have the next Atlanta tournament. So I'm sure we're going to be looking at more and more tournaments just happening in general in America and perhaps Canada and abroad. Who knows? For BBR and everything else. So really exciting, super cool. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to both those tournaments, both STL and Chicago. It's gonna be a blast. But yeah, hope to see you guys there. Again, you can register now. Hit up Madman, hit up his channel, check it out, and he'll be able to tell you he'll be able to tell you what's what, you know, and go from there. So without further ado, that leads to the next, the third thing, a third announcement, or rather update, I think. I guess it qualifies as both. But anyway, switching gears from BBR to Kings and Kaisers a little bit. Kings and Kaisers. If you don't know what Kings and Kaisers is, this is me and Madman designed this global 1914 variant. Obviously, undeniably influenced by BBR. It has a turn limit of 10 rounds, and it's a, you know, the base that the game that it grew from is XNL's 1914, but it has become its own thing. Different setup stuff, setup changes, tweaks, different rules, different political situation. A lot of research has gone into making this game. A lot of trial and error and play testing and so on and so forth. Madman's the graphic designer for it. I'm essentially the rules brain hub, so to speak. And this has just been our personal big project. We have this huge undertaking we have made, and Madman has made, you're seeing a little bit of it here, but Madman has made just a fantastic map. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit there, but can't show it all off right here and move the camera at the same time and talk. Well, if I show it all right now, it'll be a little clunky with me being here. But anyway, yeah, I got other videos on the channel. You can see us play, you know, doing some games and stuff like that. Me and Madman doing games with each other. So we have a few public games of that. We have a few people who've, you know, people have bought the map, and you can get the map as well as the battleboard and the victory point and income trackers. You can get these through combatminiatures.com. There's nothing new about that. That's still the case. Nothing has changed. You can still buy these components and the map from Rich at Combat Miniatures. So that's not new. What is new is that Madman and I have been super hard at work on getting the card deck ready. This is a prototype card deck that I made for myself, and I also made one for Madman, and each card is a double-sided laminated piece of paper that I, you know, cut out. It was a lot of work to make them, and obviously it'd be a lot of work for everybody to make this card deck. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of paper, but we never made. I never made prototypes of the rule reference cards, the field technology cards, and the other cards in the deck. And there are other cards in the deck. We've been hard at work on getting the card deck ready in terms of terminology on the cards, in terms of just different wording, and making sure it's consistent between the card deck and the rule book, and so on and so forth. Again, Madman is the graphic designer. I am the rules person, pretty much. And so it's been a lot of bouncing back and forth, just, you know, figuring out what the best thing is. And actually, it's a lot of work, but it's paying off, and we're just about there. Went through. I spent a lot of time as we're going in winter. This kind of period of the year is a little bit of a dead time for me. So I've had the time to be able to make a lot of progress on this. Madman and I got 20 card decks printed from Make Playing Cards. He put in a lot of research to figure out where the best place was to get cards printed, and ultimately we're getting Make Playing Cards a shot. And we ordered 20 decks. About 12 of those, at least last I heard, about 12 of those decks are spoken for. And it's possible a few cards might get changed, but I mean, as long as like with little tweaks and stuff that might get replaced, it's totally possible. I'm not ruling that out, but if we're happy with how they turn out, then yes, you'll be seeing the Kings and Kaisers card deck available for purchase from Make Playing Cards very shortly. They should arrive next week. I'll probably do a video just kind of showing that off when they come in, so look forward to that, you know, provided they turn out all right and we don't have an issue. Knock on wood. That table's wood, so that works. But anyway, yeah, so that is the next big thing. And on top of that, we've also been working on refining the manual. So currently the manual is version 1.3. 1.4 is going to be a huge overhaul. I spent a lot of time combing through it and slowly but surely going through and making sure the wording's correctly, catching any typos, because when Madman when he works in Photoshop, he's got the Photoshop skills, and Photoshop I don't. When he types something in, it's not like Microsoft Word or anything like that. It doesn't proofread for you. So if something's misspelled, it doesn't underline that for you, So I have to comb through and catch any spelling errors that either he didn't catch or even I didn't catch, and just making sure everything looks good, making sure everything's consistent, because a lot of different words can be used to mean the same thing, and you want to be consistent. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. You really got to go through this like a lawyer, making sure, especially with the new things that we have written for the rule book that weren't in a 1914 originally, because BBR is an offshoot of the rule book for 1940 Global, is similar to Kings and Kaisers being the offshoot from 1914. And so all the new stuff that we've put into it, like the political situation, which the original book didn't have, it's a lot of making sure that, a lot of time it was spent making sure that's all set, and that's all set and good. Anyway, making progress. Once 1.4 is out, we'll probably have it get proofread by some other people, but this will be my 1.4 will be my what is it, Magnus Opus, I guess, so to speak. 1.4 will be my big overhaul, and then after that, anything that would be changed would just be like little tiny tweaks and stuff. But the big thing right now is that I've gotten past all that political situation stuff and all the original stuff, all the field text stuff, all the new stuff. The core of the new material was that we added into the rule book. So all of that, I've gotten past that, and right now I'm on about page, I think it's about page 20 or 22 or so, which is the I'm at the conduct combat phase, and so going through and tweaking that, and we've realized that how we have that conduct combat phase structured, it has to be reshuffled and rejumbled a little bit and stuff like that to just so that it's crystal clear and easy to read and easy to look at. The amphibious assault section is going to be I think is going to be much clearer by us changing a few naming of the section, etc. For instance, if you get to look at 1.3 now or whatever. But anyway, so a lot of restructuring with that stuff and all that. So look forward to 1.4 coming out and the rule deck being made for purchase, and eventually the manual as well. So stay tuned, guys.